Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're all doing very well. This afternoon I have a film review. This movie is an action film from Germany, German language, English subs, released in 1998, directed by Tom Twickner, and this movie is called Run Lola Run. So the story of Run Lola Run, Lola is the main character. Her boyfriend is in a lot of trouble. He owes some mobsters a lot of money, 100 grand. And he has to pay this $100,000 within the next 20 minutes before this mobster comes to collect. So Lola is desperate. She doesn't know what to do, but she is, she loves her man and she will do anything for him. So she desperately tries to seek out the money within this very short period of time, and along the way her test of love and loyalty to her boyfriend will be put to the front. So what happens at that point on? Something you're going to have to find out for yourself, because that's as far as I am going with my synopsis. Now my thoughts on Run Lola Run. This is an old movie, but I don't know why I really overlooked this film for so long. The fact that I'm a fan of foreign film, you'd probably think that I had seen Run Lola Run much earlier, but it wasn't until recently that I actually watched it. So the expectation levels were massive. This is considered a classic of action. It's an innovative sort of film. It's very different in the way that it approaches things. So I was, very, very excited to go and see it. And I finally got it a few months ago, and it wasn't until a few days ago that I actually watched it. And after watching it, I was really disappointed with this film, because I feel that it is grossly overrated. Now, yes, it is very inventive. It feels like a music video put into it, and it's just very, very stylish, and it does take a different approach. There is elements to the film that I'm not going to give away because I don't want to give away too much, it will spoil it, but it is a very different approach, and I thought it does tackle on the subject of loyalty and what love can do, that love can conquer anything, that there is no boundaries when true love is tested. And I thought Lola and her boyfriend, I thought that test and that loyalty and the bond between both of them was ever present, and I thought it was very authentic because it actually felt like the chemistry was there between these characters. But unfortunately, it's just a very simplistic film, and it felt to me that it was style over substance. Now you've got animation thrown in with real time, you've got different sort of camera quality in the film, so it actually just feels like an experimental type of movie. And that a lot of people have just seen it for the inventive style that it has, and it's kind of forgiven the fact that it is very paper thin, that although the bond and the chemistry does work between the two of them, it's very paper thin, the characters. Nothing has ever gone into, and it actually just felt, as I said, that the style and the way that it was done was going to distract the audience from the fact that it was very weak as far as the plot's concerned. So I feel that Tom Twickner, if he does have a background in music videos, I just felt that it was kind of lazy filmmaking, to be honest, and it was just the trick that Hollywood does is that with all these special effects they splash it on the screen, and that compensates for the bad story. Like Avatar is my perfect case in point, in that yes, Avatar was good, but it wasn't as good as everybody was saying it was, in my opinion, because the 3D effects were outstanding. But if you actually watch another film called Dances with Wolves, the Avatar basically is just a retelling of that story, except basically a science fiction film. So I just thought that that's what happens when you get something with special effects that are amazing. It does cloud a little bit of judgment, and in Run Lola Run, I think this is a prime candidate for that type of film. Now, it is a movie that is very repetitive. As I said, it doesn't have much going in the story. It felt like it's a 20-minute film, but it's just deja vu over and over again. So the repetitive style of the film, the soundtrack is repetitive, just everything that happens is repetitive, but they just tinker with a few little parts of the film, and it does feel like deja vu. It feels like Groundhog Day in the worst possible way, in that it does become repetitive, it does become tedious after a while, and it's not supposed to do that because it's supposed to be an action film. I thought the film ended reasonably well, but as I said, for a classic of this type, I was just left wanting a lot more. I thought it was, as I said, a lazy film being in the disguise of a film that it comes across as something much better than it actually is. So I thought the acting was decent. Franco Potente plays Lola, but none of the characters were really utilised to their full potential. Thought the soundtrack, as I said, repetitive, but it was decent in the first half of the film. And the animation and the combining of good camera work and bad camera work, it was all very deliberately done. So at least the director was trying to do something a little bit different, but he's tried to cloud, as I said, he's clouded the fact that it doesn't really have anything going for it in the story, and it is very paper thin. And after you see behind all of the style, it leaves a very empty feeling, and for me, I just didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of people did. If you enjoyed it and you want to share your opinions on it, then please feel free. But for me, this is not a classic, and I was disappointed with it. So overall, for Run Lola Run, I'm going to give it 2.5 stars. Unfortunately, I won't recommend it. Alright guys, that's my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.